Ahoy, mates!
Hello, happy travelers!
Welcome back on board Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas, day number 6. And we find ourselves in Nassau, which, if you caught the end of yesterday's video, this was not the original plan.
No, we were supposed to go to Labadee, which is in Haiti.
Royal Caribbean's private destination in Haiti.
Correct. And, but I guess they're having some government issues over there.
Political turmoil, again.
So that got canceled. We ended up in Nassau, so we're gonna make the best of it today.
Well, let's go ahead and get it started. Day number 6 on board Symphony of the Season here in Nassau Bahamas begins right now. Ooh, that is some beautiful looking water here in Nassau today. So here's the interesting thing with being in Nassau. If you've watched any of our videos before, typically when we stop in Nassau, we don't even hardly get off the ship. We usually don't plan excursions. In fact, this is usually the day that I will film a ship tour. However, I actually filmed the ship tour when we were in Port Canaveral the other day. So that is done. And here is a brand new expansion area to the port here in Nassau, and we have yet to see it. So we thought for today we would get off the ship. We're gonna head down there under the new nice covered walkway of the pier there, past the other ships, and check out this whole new area and kind of show you what it has to offer.
And we gotta get the show on the road because there is thunder rumbling in the distance.
So according to our research, what we're going to be showing you is basically phase 1, and I think we believe that is completed now in its entirety. Phase 2 is still in development, so there will be more coming at a later date.
And this was only just completed last year, like I think towards like the end of last year. So while it's not new, it's still pretty new.
So the first thing we want to mention is that they have added a new docking area, a new part of the pier here, and it can now accommodate 3 Oasis class vessels simultaneously. We have 2 today, our Symphony of the Seas and then Allure of the Seas right over there as well. But it could accommodate a 3rd one as well, all at the same time. So more and more people coming into Nassau. And next up, something that I pointed out from the balcony is the covered walkway. You want to get out of the sun when it's beating down on you, or out of the rain when it starts coming. This will be a really nice welcome feature. Get out of the sun, cool off, and not have to make such a long walk in the beating sun rays. So all in all, this is a $300 million expansion, including the covered walkway, the new additions to the pier itself with the 6th berth, adding a Junkanoo Museum, adding an amphitheater, restaurants, shops, lots of fun stuff. We're gonna see how much of it we can see once we get up here at the end of the covered walkway. Then you're back out in the sun a little bit, and then there's another covered walkway portion. And with every passing hour, I'm so glad I left my tower. But that's not what we're here for today. Something else, we're seeing new kiosks for vendors, such as water ferry to Paradise Island, which is typically the same price as taking a standard cab. So if you want to go over to Atlantis, which is a ton of fun, over on Paradise Island, you can stop right here and see about getting a water ferry over there. And they also have some excursion stands as well as just standard taxi and scooter / ATV rentals, which that's kind of an interesting juxtaposition of things. Next to that too, there is a guest services booth, and they do have different tour zones. So if you're looking for different things, going to different areas, they have a color-coded system now to show you where you need to meet for that. End of covered portion 1, out in the sun here. Begin covered portion number 2.
Samson. I was way off.
Knew it started with an S though.
Yep, that's right.
I'll never let go. I'm not usually one for showing adverts, but these are pretty cool and gives you an idea of some of the different things that you can do here in Nassau, whether it's visiting Atlantis, going to Bahamar, different things like that. Now these are all specifically for Atlantis, but it shows all the kind of fun things that they have there, including the amazing Aquaventure water park, which we have been to. It is quite pricey, but it is awesome. So check out our video on that if you're interested to see what it has to offer. And just at the end of the 2nd covered walkway, they have a designated tram pickup area reserved for disabled guests. So if you need a kind of like a golf cart situation to ferry you over to your cruise ship, this is where you will pick that up. And now we arrive to this large building with the windows and the oval design there, and this is probably the single most famous thing that's been added to this area. Right now, just kind of showing some advertisements and things like that, but they will have some really cool, like, it's not augmented reality, it's just kind of computer generated sea life imagery, videos, and things like that. So when it pops up again, we'll show you. We could see this all the way from our balcony. That's how big this is, and it's really cool stuff.
I'm not leaving until the shark pops up. I want to see the shark.
The shark was just up right when we were walking down, so it's gonna be a little while.
Well, we don't have much time. The storm's coming.
Apparently we don't have any time. Marty! All right, here's an example. So you get kind of like the coral reef, and here comes the sea turtle.
Oh, I love it. It's swimming right towards me. Whoa!
That is awesome.
Since when can sea turtles jump out of the water like a dolphin?
That's pretty cool though, how they do that. Like that 3D effect of it coming out of the water, coming out of the building and kind of into your space there is really well done. Ooh, and now a manta ray entering the fold. Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Whoa, that one looks awesome.
Jack Sparrow, do you feel death? Oh no. Locked down.
Oh no, it's a new, here we go, here's the shark, here's the shark, here's the shark.
Da-na, da-na. That's gotta be a 20-footer. 25, 3 tons of them.
Oh no! How aggressive. Oh, he's breaking the glass. Oh,
What a psycho. Hey, this is brand new property, buddy.
no.
That's millions in property damage right there.
300 million to be exact.
Who's paying for this, Bruce? As you exit, they do have some restrooms here, as well as some water fountains and a water bottle refill station too. Now, once you walk under the kind of the bridge of the building there, when you come through the breezeway, let's call it, now you'll have to follow all these signs to figure out which way you need to go. And you can see there's a directory down there as well. You can exit the gates, go out there. And then this building here, very colorful, very cool looking. This is the Museum of Junkanoo that they've added here as well. Now we're gonna try to take a look at that when we come back. We're gonna go inside because it might be raining then. Right now we kind of want to see the rest of the area and see what it has to offer. So there's the breezeway we came through, and this is designated as the Welcome Center, the information and logo store. So if you're looking for some Bahamas logo merchandise, that's where you'll want to go in. You'll also find a taxi stand and a tour stand here located right next to it.
I really like how they made the taxis and stuff so accessible, because Nassau is like a lot of first-time cruisers' first like port ever.
Yeah.
And you know, and that I feel like that's what new cruisers stress the most about, is how to get around.
That's
like,
a good point.
A new island. So I like that they made it so accessible.
Now here is a restricted area. You can't go out right there unless you have an excursion. I think they're probably just gonna send you around for that. Across from that, they have this lovely little photo op here with the swing and the flowers. Very nice.
Look, those flamingos are in love, just like us. I wish we could make a heart with our necks.
And now they have a shopping area here with various vendors selling all their wares. So it's kind of nice to have, instead of having to go into the main straw market, you kind of have this area here that's now been designated in the arrival port. And it's all nice and organized. Everyone has these hard walled booths. And then look at this. This is interesting. It's a pavilion with a bunch of sinks and stuff. Oh, a hair braider's pavilion.
Whoa,
Okay.
That is a huge hair braiding station.
Wow.
And the space is filled, so I guess this is like something in high demand. I guess they really needed this big station. And here are the pricing for the hair braiding in case you're interested in doing it on your visit. And if I think about it, actually, it makes sense that they would want such a big hair braiding station, because that's something that a lot of people like to do when they're visiting. And so many ships visit this port. And I mean, they can fit 3 Oasis class ships. That's a ton of people. So now that I think about it, it makes sense, and very cool that they did that.
Lots and lots and lots of shopping here. Many different vendors selling merchandise, selling jewelry. Some have food, some have drinks, and pineapples, and then coconuts, and then fun shaped glasses. And now we have some larger stores here, some actual storefronts and things made or designed in the Bahamas. Even have some gelato here. And then the shopping just kind of wraps back around. It's a loop here, and that'll take us back from whence we came, so other vendors available on this side. But we're gonna keep going this way. Global Porter alleges to be the official port shop.
Since this is the official shop, and it's definitely the biggest in this area, I thought I would show you a quick little pan of what they have available in here. Ooh, those lights are fun. It's gonna be basically like stuff that you would see on most islands, kind of like handicrafts, lots of things made to show. Definitely bags, shoes. Oh, this is fun and has become a big deal. The little like pegs that you put into Crocs. Jewelry, definitely lots and lots of jewelry. And of course, beach towels, t-shirts, things like that. And it wouldn't be a trip to anywhere if you didn't get a magnet to take home with you.
And across from that, they do have a directory here to help you find your way. And you can see all of the different items that are listed there. So we've come right out at the arrivals terminal there at number 1. We saw the Junkanoo Museum there at number 3. And now we've come through this vendor area, which is number 4, the Port Marketplace. Number 9 and 10 are restrooms. And then we're here at number 5, the Port Plaza. And we're gonna over this way. And number 8 is the ground transportation. So that little kick out there. And then we're gonna head this way towards number 11, which is also restrooms. Number 6 is the Amphitheater, so a big ticket item there. And then number 12 at the end is the West Marina restaurant. So again, this is the Port Plaza area, which is gonna focus on some casual dining, some few different restaurants, shops as well. And then they'll have like little bars throughout too. Restrooms at the end of the plaza area. And now we arrive at the Amphitheater. And this is a 3,500 person amphitheater arena area. You can see they've got the rigging there for all the lights and the sounds, and a little bit of cover there for the stage that's centrally located. And then it's just a lawn out here behind it. No idea what they're going to be doing out here, if they'll have concerts or what's going to be going on. Nothing today, just a blank amphitheater space, but this is where it's located. Now just past and across from the amphitheater is an exit to this whole district, to this whole area. You can get out on the streets right there next to that directory sign, or you can continue on and you'll arrive at the West Marina area. Now you can continue along the inside here, and it looks like that will take you to another exit point to get out on the streets, go to Senor Frogs, all that stuff. You can also go over here to the right, or at least you will be able to at some point. They do have it chained off, so it looks like this area is not quite ready yet, but it looks like it's very, very close. I think this is supposed to be one of the fancier restaurant areas available right there on the point, so it should have some great views while you dine. All right, so there we go. That's our phase 1 development.
Yeah, an overview at least. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a major improvement. It definitely gives people something to do while they're in the port of Nassau, especially if you want to stay close to the ships and stuff. You want to stay close to home.
Yeah.
If it's your first visit ever, kind of dip your feet in the water. I mean, I think they did a great job.
And I agree. Very clean, very organized, feels very safe and secure, which is what tourists want, especially first-time visitors. So excellent work on that, Nassau. The dark clouds they've arrived, and the thunder with it. So we are gonna head back now. Let's go check out the Junkanoo Museum, since we can go inside for that. And then I think we'll be ready to kind of wrap up our tour here. And as we make our way back to the museum, we'll cut over on this side of the Port Marketplace, just to give you an idea what that looks like. Oh, they have one of these things. More merchandise, bags, paintings, jewelry, all that kind of stuff. And then of course the other side of the hair braiders pavilion. Free sample. And also here back in the main area, depending on where your ship is parked, you might have a great chance to get a nice photo here. Of course, you could always do it out on the pier itself, but this might present you a great opportunity depending on your location. Interesting. Museum of Junkanoo. I see it says complimentary access to gift shop.
Oh,
does that mean is there a charge for the Museum of Junkanoo?
Well, we will find out.
Looks like the museum and gift shop are open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. No food or beverages. All right, so $11 per person to gain entry to the museum.
To get the wristband.
And that's US dollars. You're good with that. Gotta love the drums. I like the fire effect too. Ooh, nice outfit. Representing the national bird of the Bahamas, the flamingo. Whoa, this is sick. Here, let's go wide angle on this one. The Junkanoo Parade. A lead costume, just like this one. That is pretty ornate. I love all like the marlins and the dolphins.
And they have
flamingos over there.
And
other birds.
The stained glass like surrounding it. It's beautiful.
It says it takes the artist months to make this, using just everyday items to transform it into the lead costume, which is like the main centerpiece for that section. And they actually have winners. I guess they vote on who's the best. You get prize money and, more importantly, glory. Right. So what is Junkanoo? The primary cultural expression of the Bahamas. Feel free to pause and read up on that. So many vibrant colors, different ways of creating costumes. That one looks like it's made from newspaper clippings. This one is like a piñata. That one looks like it's made out of old sponges and stuff.
Look, his hat is a ship.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Like a pirate ship. Look at that. This is crazy. Like sea sponges, not like dish sponges. Oh yeah, Sponge Man from the 1920s. Whoa. And this one is Long Fringe from the 1950s. This is newspaper circa 1930s. Colorful rag here dates back to the 19th century.
It shows the different instruments that are used in the Junkanoo. You can hear the sounds one at a time.
Oh, that's sweet.
So the drums, horns. I got diva.
Only prescription.
More cowbell. Don't forget the conch.
You just signaled Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy by blowing on the conch. All together now. I have worn one of these though, or something very similar to it.
Oh, that's the thing you put on your shoulders to hold a drum?
Yep, drum harness.
A bass drum?
Well, yeah, a bass drum one can be like that. Snare drum, toms, quads, whatever.
No.
Tenor.
Don't you just know all the drums?
Okay, you hear that?
What's that?
The music beckons us to the next part. I'm pretty sure. I think that's the intention. I think this is the next part of the museum.
I think they give you these to put on.
Oh, photo op. That was worth the price of admission alone. If you're wondering what the 50 designated, was 50th anniversary of the country, of the Bahamas. I love the colors, very Jaguar-esque. I found my outfit and now you found yours.
Like a butterfly.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
I would wear that proudly.
And once you exit that part, you are out of the paid admission portion of the museum and you exit through the gift shop. What's funny is they were cool with us filming all of the museum that you have to pay for to see, but the gift shop that anyone can go in for free, they didn't want any photos or videos.
So I don't know, maybe it's a merchandise copyright.
Probably they don't want us, like, people taking pictures of the artwork and then just printing it out or something
Maybe,
like
and
that.
That's very fair. I get it. But wow, the museum's pretty small, but I don't know. I really liked it. I felt like I think it's really cool that they have a museum for the Junkanoo because it's something that you cruise a lot, you see Junkanoo, you know, in the Bahamas all the time and stuff when you're at a port, but it was cool actually like learning more about it, and I think that's a fantastic way of like kind of like giving to the port, because like $11 per person isn't that bad.
Contributing to the economy, you're giving the reason for growth and things like that.
Exactly. So if you want to kind of like do that, but you don't want to like buy like merchandise and stuff like that, like the museum's really cool.
All right, and that will complete our grand circle tour of the new Nassau Port area.
We did it. We got off at Nassau and we saw lots of new stuff.
Lots of and lots of new stuff. It was really cool to check out. I really like that video display there right when you come in, and that's easy enough to get into or get to. You don't have to walk that far to do it. Like I mentioned earlier though, we don't have any excursions or anything, so we're done here. Let's head back on board. Oh, and I didn't mention this on the way over, but kudos Nassau for having a driving lane completely separated off from the pedestrian walkways of the pier. Here's looking at you, CocoCay. Also, the covered part of the walkway is the main draw for sure, but they also have benches along the way so you can sit, take a rest, get a nice photo, video, whatever.
We beat the rain, we beat the rain. So this has nothing to do with Nassau in particular. We saw it yesterday at CocoCay, but they're putting out these signs that tell you like which gangway you have to go on based on your muster station. I don't know if that's a new thing or just a symphony thing, but just keep your eye out for that so you know where to go. Spotted eagle ray under the pier. Look at it, it's beautiful.
And you can see that all the way up here on deck 14.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
It's massive too. It doesn't look it from here, but if you think about the people walking right down there,
Yeah.
and how they compare size-wise,
It's very true. Look at it.
I think it's much larger. Oh, I hear it. That's rain.
The rain has come. Oh, and there's the lightning. Man, our timing was impeccable today.
Oh, and there's a sea turtle. Right there. It's not as close as the other one, but that is 100% a sea turtle. Another spotting. A shark!
Alright friends, that's it for day number 6 on board Symphony of the Seas and in Nassau, Bahamas, and that is also it for our ports. We are turning around and heading back north, back up to Cape Liberty, but we still have 2 days at sea and lots of fun coming your way. So stay tuned. We hope we will see you back tomorrow. Until then, we're signing off for tonight. Good night and
Happy travels.